Hi Tasha, this is a great question, and the section that this really refers to is exponents. So that would have been covered yesterday by Lori, so double check all that stuff, and always kind of check out the MyMathLab stuff as well on exponents. Now this is a bit more challenging than you're going to encounter on the placement, just be warned. It's going to be a similar problem, but again the numbers will be a little bit easier to digest. But let's take a look at this. Don't worry about equation solvers. They're garbage. The best equation solvers in your brain. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to do order of operations. We're going to do what's inside the bracket first, then we'll deal with the exponent. So when we're going to deal with what's inside the bracket, let's look just at kind of the whole number. So we have minus 36 divided by 9, and I know that's going to be minus 4, and I don't need brackets anymore. I'm dealing with, well, I'll leave it in brackets. So we're dealing with the exponent here. So I'm just going to deal with the whole numbers first. I'm going to deal with my a's now. And remember, whenever we divide two exponents with the same base, we subtract the exponents. So 2 take away 7 is going to be a to the negative 5. I'll do the same now with the b's. We'll just deal with the b's. Okay, this is going to be 7 minus, write it out here, minus negative 7. So that's a double negative, plus plus, that's going to be b to the 14th power. And that is still all raised to the power of 3. Okay, so we just did order of operations. We broke everything up, whole numbers, did the a's, did the b's, and we left our exponent. Now what's going to happen is this exponent is going to get applied to the whole number, it's going to get applied to the a, and it's going to get applied to the b. So if I just write that out, that's going to be like negative 4 cubed. And then here, we're going to have a, and we have a power raised to a power, so we have to use the power rule. We multiply. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. And the same with b's here. We have b to the 14 times 3. Okay, so 14 times 3 is going to be 42. Now we're almost done. This negative 4 cubed is something, so 4 to the power of 3. That's going to be negative 64, right? Negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4 is negative 64. This a to the 15th, this guy right here, to the negative 15th, remember we never leave exponents as negatives. We have to flip it over. So that's going to be 1 over a to the positive 15th. So that's going to go down here in our denominator, a to the 15th. And then b to the 42 can just stay there. And there we go. That's simplified, believe it or not, as much as it can be. Okay, so just to recap, order of operations, we did BEDMAS. All right, I dealt with what's inside the bracket first, breaking it down. Then we had some exponent rules. We used the power rule. The power rule. And of course up here we used the quotient rule, this is called. Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T, quotient rule. Okay, and then when we're down here, we use the negative exponent rule. Okay, so a lot of different rules and stuff to go on, but remember, just we never leave negative exponents, and we can evaluate this negative 4 cubed. It's not simplified if we have unsolved exponents, or if we have negative exponents. This b to the power of 42, that's fine. I have no idea what b is, so we can't simplify that any further. And remember, with a negative exponent, it goes down into the denominator and becomes positive. So that's our answer. Hope it helps.